First, the USDA's Justice for All non-discriminatory statement, which simply states that all persons must be treated equally without regard to their race, color, national origin, sex, religious creed, disability, age, political beliefs, or reprisal or retaliation for prior civil rights activity, and that our institution provides an inclusive space for all. For more information on the And Justice for All statement, please visit the USDA's website.
Welcome to this edition of the Family Foodie. My name is Alaa, and I'm a nutrition educator at the Rutgers Cooperative Extension of Mercer County Family and Community Health Sciences Department SNAP-Ed program. Today, I'll be discussing with you Part 3 of our Stretching Food Dollars series. Pause here and go watch our last two videos on stretching food dollars if you haven't already. Alright, let's get started with Part 3 of our Stretching Food Dollars series. In Part 2 of our Stretching Food Dollars series, we briefly talked about buying canned and frozen produce as budget-saving options. But let's discuss that further and learn how to make healthier choices when buying canned and frozen produce. These choices can also help us with food budgeting. Alright, let's start by first talking about canned produce. Let's look at this can of carrots. If we look at the nutrition facts label, we can see that the sodium or salt reads 370 milligrams. Let's compare this to a can of carrots that has no salt added. This is a can of carrots that has no salt added. Sometimes you can find this option, and sometimes you can find low sodium or low salt options of canned vegetables instead. If we look at the nutrition label here, we see that sodium is 50 milligrams. That is a lot less than 370 milligrams of sodium compared to the first can of carrots we saw. It's important to cut down on the amount of salt or sodium we have in our diet because too much is not great for our health. Let's look at fruit now. Look at this can of peaches that is submerged in heavy syrup. If we look at the nutrition facts label, we see that the sugar reads 23 total grams with 12 grams of added sugar. Let's compare this to a can of peaches that is submerged in 100% fruit juice instead. This is a can of peaches submerged in 100% fruit juice. If we look at the nutrition label here, we see that sugar is 11 grams with 0 grams of added sugar. That is a lot less than 23 total grams of sugar compared to the first can of peaches that was in heavy syrup. It's important to cut down on the amount of sugar in our diet because too much is not great for our health. Remember, prices for canned, low-sodium vegetables or canned fruit submerged in 100% juice will almost always be the same compared to their higher salt or higher sugar counterparts. So go for the healthier option whenever you can. Alright, let's move on to talk about frozen produce. With frozen produce, we want to keep it simple. Here we have a bag of crinkle-cut frozen carrots. If we look at the nutrition facts label, we see that the sodium is 60 milligrams. If we compare this to frozen mixed vegetables that comes with a pre-made sauce, we see the sodium level is 400 milligrams per serving. It is better to buy a bag of frozen carrots, like we previously saw, and make your own sauce to help cut down on the sodium and cost. When you buy frozen vegetables with sauces, it will be more expensive than buying plain frozen vegetables. Remember, for frozen produce, go for low salt or low sodium options and avoid pre-made sauces that are loaded with salt. Make your own to save on money too. Don't forget that canned and frozen fruits and vegetables are good options. Remember, you can try canned or frozen options to save on your food budget and pick healthier choices when doing so. Follow us on Facebook for delicious recipes and other great nutrition content. Scan the QR code on the screen with your smartphone camera to be directed to our Facebook page for a quick and easy way to follow us. Stay tuned for more videos to come soon on our Stretching Food Dollars series. Thanks for watching.